Good morning, children. This is English video session for class 10. We are in the supplementary reader, Footprints Without Feet, and chapter number 9, Bholi. Repeat. English video session for class 10, supplementary reader, Footprints Without Feet, topic number 9, Bholi. Let's see what is this Bholi about. It's a girl. Her name is Sulekha. What is the condition of the picture of what we get about the rural countryside? Education is zero. How a teacher takes the initiative to figure out the problem of the child and how she helps the child to come up with her own identity. Let's see. Let's talk. Yes. Boli. From a very childhood, Boli was neglected at home. Why did her teacher take special interest in her? Did Boli make up her teacher's expectations? Let's see. Why is Boli's mother worried about her? For what unusual reasons is Boli sent to school? Let's see the reasons why Boli was sent to school. Yes. Her name was Sulekha, but since her childhood, everyone had been calling her Boli the simpleton. Simpleton, nothing. She's not good for many things. She's simple. She's nothing. She can't do this. She can't like that. It's a simpleton who is not like other children. Is called simpleton. Okay, Boli the simpleton. Okay, she was the fourth daughter of Nambardar. Nambardar in revenue, there is the one who will collect the revenue, tax and all. That's why he is called Nambardar. Okay, the category, the job is called Nambardar. So he is called Nambardar Ramlal. What is he called? Nambardar Lal Ramlal. When she was 10 months old, she had fallen from the cot on her head and perhaps it has damaged some parts of her brain. That is why she remained a backward child and came to be called as Boli the simpleton. So she was called as Boli the simpleton. At birth, the child was very fair and pretty, but when she was 2 years old, she was attacked. She had an attack of smallpox. Only her eyes were saved, but the entire body was permanently disfigured with black poke marks. What is poke marks? Dots. Okay. Today also some children when they have the fear whether the marks will go, etc. Yes. Poke marks. Poke marks means the one which has been found after the smallpox. It never goes. It requires a lot of medication for the poke marks to leave. Okay. They are very deep. Little Sulekha couldn't speak till she was 5. When at last she learned to speak, she stammered. So she was having stammering problem also. The other children often made fun of her and mimicked her. As a result, that she talked very less. So first and foremost, she is stammering, and above all, she was mimicked by the others, and so she talked very less. Ramlal had 7 children, 3 sons and 4 daughters, and the youngest of them was Boli. It was prosperous farmer's household and there was plenty to eat and drink. So there was lot to eat, lot to drink and the rest. All the children except Boli were healthy and strong. All were healthy, they were very strong. The sons had been sent to the city to study schools and later in colleges. Of the daughters, Radha was the eldest. Already she has been married. The second daughter was Mangla. Married, had also been settled, and when that was done, Ramlal would think of the third Champa. They were very good looking, healthy girls, and it was not difficult to find bridegrooms for them. Okay, so Ramlal's situation was fine. But Ramlal was always worried about Boli. She was neither good looks nor intelligent. She didn't have both. Because of the pokemark, she lost her good looks also. Now see here the picture. Yes, you can see Ramdar or Nambardar, Ramlal, and you can see the mother, and here is the other girl, Mangla, and here you can see Boli sitting with her toy, and she had poke marks in her face. She was quite shabby with her dress. The same year, the primary school for girls was opened in the village. The Tahsildar Sahib came to perform its opening ceremony. He said to Ramlal, as a revenue official, you are the representative of the government in the village, so you must set an example for the villagers. You must send your daughter to school. So, what did he say? You must send your daughter to school. Who is there remaining is um, Boli. That night, when Ramlal consulted his wife, she cried, are you crazy? If girls go to school, who will marry them? Yes. But Ramlal did not have the courage to disobey the Tahsildar. After all, he is the head of his of his head. At last, his wife said, I will tell you what to do. Send Boli to school. As it is, there is little chance of her getting married with ugly face and lack of sense. Let the teachers at school worry about her. So, this just passing the buck on to the teachers in the school to mend her. Okay. Now let's see what happened to Boli in her school. Is she happy at school? Is the situation very different from the house? Is she able to cope up with any issues? Let's see. The next day, Ramlal caught Boli by his hand. Come with me, I'll take you to school. Boli was frightened. See this face the school, the other girls are there. Boli here with her new dress. First and foremost, she had never had a new dress. It's always the other's dress. And here she has got a bag. The father is taking her to school. Know what a school was like. She remembered how a few days ago their old cow Lakshmi has been turned out of the house and sold. No! She shouted in terror and pulled her hand away from her father's grip. What's the matter with you, you fool? Shouted Ramal. I am only taking to you to school. Okay, then he told his wife, let her wear some decent clothes today, or else what will the teachers and other girls think of us when they see her? So, what happened? Just because others should not talk bad about them, she was given new dress. Okay. Okay. New clothes had never been made for Boli. Okay. Look at the situation of the child. There is no new clothes. Always the elder's dress. The old dresses of her sisters were passed on to her. No one cared to mend or wash her clothes. Okay. So she's small. Nobody. She don't know how to wash them. Nobody cared to wash also. But today she was lucky to receive a clean dress, which had shrunk after many washing and no longer fitted Champa. Okay, a clean dress. She was even bathed and oiled and oil was rubbed on her dry matted hair. So only then did she believe that she was taken to a place better than her home. So now she understood that this place which she is going to be better. It is going to make her better, look, make her look better, make her feel better, and it's going to give her some hope. There was hope in her. When they reached the school, the children were already in their classrooms. Ramlal handed over his daughter to the headmistress. Left alone, the poor girl looked after her fear laden eyes. So, as it is, the girl has not gone out at all. She is so afraid of the place. There were several rooms, and each room, girls like her scattered on mats. Mats, there is a floor mat, reading from books and writing on slates. The headmistress asked Boli to sit in the corner in one of the rooms. Okay, let's see what happened. Yes, this was the first time Boli has ever visited a school. She didn't know what a school is. Boli did not know what exactly a school was like and what happened there. But she was glad to find so many girls almost of her own age present there. Okay, she hoped that one of these girls might become her friend also. So she don't have a friend, she don't have anybody to talk very good to her. The lady teacher who was in the class was saying something to the girls, but Boli could not understand anything, could understand nothing. So because she is the first time she is entering into this sort of a place, she did not understand anything. She looked at the pictures on the wall. The colors fascinated her. The horse was brown, just like the brown horse, like the horse on the Tahsildar had come to visit the village. The goat was black, like the goat of their neighbors. The parrot was green, like parrots she had seen in the mango orchard. And the cow was just like that of their Lakshmi. And suddenly Boli noticed the teacher was standing by her, smiling at her. What is your name, little one? Bo, 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 she could stammer no further say than that. Then she began to cry and tears flowed from her eyes in a helpless flood. Okay, she's crying. She kept her head down and she sat in that corner, not daring to look at the girls who knew were still laughing at her. When the school bell rang, all the girls scurried out of the classroom, but Boli dared not to leave her corner. Her head still lowered, she kept on sobbing. Boli, The teacher's voice was so soft and soothing. In all her life, she had never been called like that. It touched her heart. Get up, said the teacher. It was not a command but a friendly suggestion. Boli got up. Now tell me your name. Sweat broke out over her whole body. Would her stammering tongue agree to disgrace her? For the sake of this kind woman, however, she decided to make an effort. She had such a soothing voice. She would not laugh at her. Bo, bo, bo. Well done, well done. Come on now, full name. Boli. At last she was able to say it and felt relieved as if it was a great achievement. Okay, well done. The teacher patted her affectionately and said, put the fear out of your heart. You'll be able to speak little everyone like everyone else. Boli looked up at her as if asking, really? This was nothing like, is it possible that I can also speak? I can also be like other girls? This was really like a great surprise to her. Such a hope has not been there at all for her in her life. Okay, now children, what happened next to it? Please read the entire story and come. Okay, and with this I stop the class. Please read and come. Okay, bye.